for joining us. You're watching the news in Africa and the world. Let's open today's edition in the southern eastern African country, Malawi, where 6 million people have registered to vote this Tuesday in a hotly contested presidential election, the second time in just a year after President Peter Mutharika's election was annulled over a region. The election is much anticipated after the Constitutional Court early this year ruled that May 2019 vote was fraught with correction fluid and widespread irregularities. Malawi's main opposition leader, Lazarus Chakwera, who formed an alliance with the Vice President Saulo Chilima, says he is going to win this presidential rerun. During this election, a candidate will have to garner more than 50% of the votes to be declared the winner as per a court ruling. A new electoral commission was appointed on June 8th with the hope to ensure a free, transparent election rerun. Prosecutors at the International Criminal Court say serious errors were made in the trial of former Ivory Coast leader Laurent Gbagbo and his right-hand man Charles Blé Goudé as they began their bid to overturn the decision at an appeals hearing on Monday. The ICC said the prosecutor has failed to prove any case against Gbagbo. The event examined that the ICC took place after the 2010-2011 presidential election. They have said they will seek a retrial for Gbagbo on charges of crimes against humanity for his role in post-election violence in Ivory Coast. The International Criminal Court ruled that the prosecution failed to prove the plan existed. The prosecutors applied judges were the ones at fault and that acquitting Gbagbo was a mistake, adding judges poorly defined their standards of proof. Many have criticized the fact that the ICC did not bring charges against pro-Ouattara's fighters also involved in the massacre. Representatives of South Sudan have been banned from taking part in an African Union meeting over failure to honor its financial obligations over the past 3 years, amounting to over $9 million. To clarify the extent of the sanctions, Hakeem Edward, Deputy Foreign Affairs spokesperson, said the sanctions do not deprive South Sudan of its AU membership, but only suspends the country from participating in AU meetings. South Sudan became the 54th member of the African Union on July 27, 2011. The Council made the announcement after a meeting in Addis Ababa of the member states of the pan-continental body. In Tunisia, a second wave of clashes between protesters and police broke out on Monday as the army was deployed to protect some government buildings after hundreds of people demonstrated in the southern city of Tartaouine. They are demanding jobs in the country's energy sector as promised them in 2017 to tackle unemployment by creating more work in the oil and gas sector in the underdeveloped region. Protesters blocked roads with blazing tires after the arrest of an activist on Sunday, while police responded with tear gas. The situation remains tense with intermittent clashes taking place. We now move to France, where millions of children returned to school as the country entered phase 3 of loosening of COVID-19 lockdown rules. Pupils in kindergarten, elementary and secondary schools are required to return following a gradual reopening that began in recent weeks. The parents' children were very happy they would be juggling and walking from home to school after 3 months at home. Social distancing measures are still in place and wearing of face masks in public spaces and transport is compulsory. According to the latest figures from the country's education ministry, only 1.8 million primary school children out of a total of 6.7 million have returned to school, and most not on full-time basis. The hotly anticipated video summit between Chinese and European Union leaders has ended, and both sides appear to be standing firm on key issues that recently ignited tensions between the two powers. Brussels and Beijing relationship has been strained by the economic impact of COVID-19 outbreak. They struggle to find a common ground on trade, climate change, human rights, and China's growing influence in Hong Kong. At the end, no document has been produced, as talks will have to continue since no concrete measures were taken. The EU wants to give a new political impetus to its relationship with China, and EU officials said on basis of anonymity. The EU equally wanted to take stock of the COVID-19 pandemic, discuss China's climate goal and security policy. And President Donald Trump is facing another round of revelations with the publication of a tell-all book by former security advisor John Bolton this Tuesday, after Trump's efforts to block the book release failed in a U.S. court. Bolton's book, The Room Where It Happened, paints the U.S. president as not fit for office in an account of his 17 months serving as national security advisor before he was fired by Donald Trump. He said Trump lacked basic knowledge, including not knowing the United Kingdom was a nuclear power. One of the most damning allegations the book makes is that Donald Trump pleaded with his Chinese counterpart for helping in securing his re-election. John Bolton says he hopes history will remember Donald Trump as the one-term president who did not irreversibly plunge the United States into a downward spiral. That was it for the news. Thanks for watching, and keep on watching programs on DBS television. Until we meet, do take care and stay blessed.